Also, you spoke about, the longevity in the industry, working uh, 40 years and 30 years. Yeah,
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 83.
yeah.
90,
And what is now? 41 years?
95.
41 years.
Yeah, amazing, sir. So, sir, at that point of time, films were made with passion. There were times कि producer अपना घर तक नीलाम कर देता था film बनाने के लिए. Things have changed so much of late. Algorithms have kicked in. The big studios have taken over. So, I want to check with you, talk to both of you about, how do you see this transition in filmmaking?
I think the whole country has changed. All the business patterns, the way things were that time and the way the things are right now. Earlier on, we never used to even have contracts and it was just kisi ki zuban and that's how we used to work. Now you make contracts which are bigger than an encyclopedia and still a person who wants to cheat you can cheat you. So, the world has become like that, and so it has become everywhere. We are developing, definitely we are progressing, we are moving ahead. But somehow, when it becomes only commercial, and corporates and everybody came in because then whoever sits, and we all know whoever sits on the chair, wherever he or she is, they misuse the power, and that's been one of the key reasons I would say somehow the corporates came in and they were not actually creative people or they were not the people who have ever put in money to do something or they ever knew anything about cinema or anything, so things went the way they did because then the whole taste started changing, the way of cinema started changing, and it has, and it's not that it was not successful, it has been successful also, but somehow the deep-rooted cinema which we talk about and we still watch, even the songs which we still listen to right now are the melodious songs which had come during the earlier days, and now when the younger lot wants to will remember those songs. Well, आज के गाने नहीं याद रहते. So it is somehow something is changing and it is changing all over. So you can't blame or find a reason how to, you can't rectify anything. And as the way the world is moving, you have to move along with it. Otherwise, you'll be just sitting back somewhere and cribbing in a corner and nobody's going to take care of you. Nothing's going to happen. But yeah, definitely. I mean, I would love the younger generation to pick up whatever profession they do. Love your profession. Don't just simply do it because that's going to give you more money or this will give me this or that will give me that. First, enjoy and love your profession, whichever profession it would be. I want to ask you all, why do you all see a film in the cinema? Do you all go to cinema? And you'll go to cinema seeing any film जिसकी promotion बहुत होती है और सब जगह वो लोग सब उसकी तारीफ करते हैं, आप लोग देखने चले जाते हैं, right? तो आप लोग अपना दिमाग नहीं बनाते. क्यों? आप लोगों को बोलेगा ये चीज अच्छी है तो सब आप उसी चीज में यकीन करते हैं. और फिर इसी वजह से क्या हो जाता है, कितनी हमारी फिल्में जो बॉक्स ऑफिस पे चल जाती हैं, जिसको हम बॉक्स ऑफिस हिट कहते हैं, जो आप लोग फिर फॉलो करते हैं, हाँ हिट है, वो पिक्चर अच्छी भी नहीं हो तो भी हिट होती है. तो फिर उसके क्या हो जाता है, जो अच्छी पिक्चरें बननी होती हैं उन्हें फिर बनाने वाला बनाता नहीं है, बिकॉज कि भाई बॉक्स ऑफिस पे कोई देखने नहीं जा रहा. तो अगर आप लोगों को अच्छा सिनेमा चाहिए तो आप लोग अपनी डिसीजन अपने आप लीजिए. डोंट टेक इट बिकॉज somebody says this is nice and that is nice. You all promise you all will do that? Thank you.
नहीं सर, नाउ आपने जो बोला उसी पे अब सवाल तो बनता ही है. हाँ, बट बॉबी सर जस्ट सेड राइट दैट आजकल ये लोगों को लगता है कि लाइक अ फिल्म लाइक let's say a Ghatak, which is a mainstream hit, but it also has a message, it also has complexity. That uska room actually big screen पे हिंदी film industry में shrink होता दिख रहा है. It's always about spectacle more now. What do you make of that kind of films, like your films from the late 80s up to even Arjun Patel, all of them had actually grayish characters, even Ziddi. There is all, but mainstream films with action, with romance, with family. That as a films like those, do you think can be made on for the big screen today?
Yeah, they can be made. The problem is, the somehow, because of the corporate and all the things coming in. So the directors who are capable of doing it, the writers who are capable of giving that kind of a story were sidelined. So when they were sidelined, then they say, "Oh, that's वो old है, उसको नहीं आता. He's not today. He's not young. He's not thinking young." So it is not thinking young or thinking old. It has to be thinking about the depth of our society, the depth of the characters over there, the what is happening around us. You know, that should be the reflection which should come across. But I'm not saying in a grim way or in a way where you call it arty and all. I don't mean that way because end of the day everything is an entertainment. So for having an entertainment, you have to get indulged into the script, you have to get indulged into the character, and then you come out with the hangover of that character. And I always felt, you know, पिक्चर एक नशा है, उसको लेकर अगर आप बाहर नहीं जाते और बाहर जाके आप बोलोगे हाँ हाँ अच्छी थी ये वो वगैरह, then the film didn't give you anything. But somehow our makers don't have the to allow them to make such films.
Now, a question for both of you. You have given us, Sunny sir, some of the great dialogues. ढाई किलो का हाथ, तारीख पे तारीख तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट अब खुद बोल रहे हैं हम तारीख पे तारीख कर रही है इंडियन जुडिशरी. They're quoting your dialogues in the Supreme Court of India. And Bobby sir, your the iconic silence. You know, the film, there were mixed reviews by some people, but your performance was universally praised without saying a word. So, you know, I want you to tell me what you thought of that role and the break from family tradition with such an entire film carried on a silence almost, an entire character.
You see, Bob was always, he's a personality, he's a good looker, he's got everything, he's got style. Don't you all agree with me? Right. It's just that what happens is that somehow, you know, you don't get the opportunities and things don't come through. And I always say, you know, because when he did Ashram and all those other TV series which came on the OTT platform, they were watched by millions of people. So my always belief is that even if people are not watching in the cinema, you're reaching out to people through all the other platforms. And it's just a moment when you will come on the screen, those people want to see you. And so the minute Bobby came over there, I think it just took over the whole show because there's a personality, there's a character, there's an actor, and he portrayed it. He was not trying to be, I'm a hero, so I will not be a villain. You know, it is an actor who plays a character. If I'm bad, I'm bad. There's no excuses about it, and I think that was a character. And obviously, you can see when he comes on the screen, everybody goes, ah.
You know, so the other thing, Bobby sir has now become the ultimate male body figure, huh? But that idea has also changed. So what? Can we cue the tweet? Can we see the tweet on the screen? I want to show you both the. I think you would have seen this. This has been viral many times.
Blast from the past.
From the past.
So
This used to be the
relatable.
ultimate manly man body. Huh? And Sunny sir was our more realistic, you know. I mean, all of us are trying to understand now ki when did chest hair become unattractive? You know, there is, and you are now the icon is Bobby. So I want to get both your thoughts on this changing manhood. कि आजकल कैसे बदला है from when that was the sexiest thing ever to now.
I think it started with my dad.
Yeah.
I still remember Pulor Patthar, and it wasn't trying to show his body. It was about a character, what he's going through. And the first time he removes his shirt is because there's this lady sitting there who's an old lady who has no house, and how he removed his shirt. And it was so amazing, that scene, you know. I mean, Bhaiya would know more about it because Papa must have explained to you how he did that. You know, it was just.
That sequence was because Papa comes drunk over there, and the old lady is down, she's shivering, and he's all drunk, and you know, because that's the character he has, who drinks, who robs, who does all that kind of anti-hero, and he sees this lady over there shivering, so he just takes her shirt off and puts it on, and comforts her and goes away. So it was just a matter of fact.
But sir, fitness has also, you know, what the standards of male beauty have changed. If that was, you know, hairy chest would have passed, now it's all about waxed body, six pack.
Yeah, I'm waxed.
Yes, yes, and none of us have gotten the photos. That
No,
physical
I've got my
transformation.
hair.
Actually, I have less hair growth, so it doesn't show.
It's easier to manage.
I mean, I have nothing against with what people are doing right now. I have nothing against anything. The youngsters are doing it, and then it becomes a fashion. They follow it. But I think you should not be ashamed of what you are and how you are. And manliness is not something whether you have a hair on your chest or you don't have. It is the strength within you. And then again, I would advise all the youngsters. I have never ever, I always believe in, you do sports, you do weight training because you love it and enjoy it. You don't want to become a bodybuilder. So don't try and pick up things and do those shortcuts and steroids and supplements. Just stay away from it. I mean, it'll build you up, right? But then later on, it's going to affect your health very badly. And I've never ever done that, and I don't think I would advise any of the youngsters to do that because you want to be fit and strong. You don't want to be more than that.